simplify for all of January. If you're really about that life, if you really want to lose the weight, if you want to hit your goals, this is not only going to help you lose weight, but this is going to help you in several other areas, which I'll talk to you about in 1 second. Okay. Every year, I've been doing this for the last 10 years. Every single year going into January, I always just do a really, really good like purge, right? A good purge. And I get really, really strict on what I eat. Okay. The purpose of it is just to kind of recalibrate. You know, most of us, hey, Hallie, what up? So most of us have been eating whatever we want during the holiday season, which we have not forgotten about. Every single day that I've been on live has been a touch on fit mind, fit body, identity shifting. So this is going to be, we're going to probably have like 2 or 3 more episodes before we go into January. And then we're going to focus on something else completely different. But we have been focusing on identity shifting. And when I do this 30-day reset every single year right before my birthday's February 2nd. So it kind of gives me like a bigger why, right? So you can do this along with me. What I think I'm going to do is list out what I'm going to cut out for the entire month of January. And then you can look at the list and see if it's something that you want to cut out as well. So the reason why I do it is to just recalibrate, right? So I can already even tell, like right now, I'm drinking my RYZE mushroom coffee. I'm actually going to cut out caffeine for the entire month of January. So any mushroom coffees, any Starbucks, any teas that have caffeine in it, I will not be doing any of that. There's nothing bad. I mean, there's mixed studies out there about caffeine, but I don't ever want to feel like I am completely beholden to something, right? Like, ooh, I got to get my coffee. I got to do this. I got to do that. I have to have, you know, my energy drink right before I work out. If anytime I feel like I'm starting to get like that, I'm like, okay, it's time to do a detox from that for 30 days. So every year, January, the whole month of January, I always do 0 sugar. Like I won't even be doing honey in my coffee, or in my, not my coffee, but oh yeah. The only thing I will drink is decaf. So I'll have decaf coffee, or I'll have like a turmeric milk. So I'll do almond milk, my own almond milk that I make with turmeric, okay, and a little bit of black pepper, and like that's it. So no sweetener. The only thing I might do is monk fruit. So it can't be any sweetener like sugar, coconut sugar, anything that is going to spike my blood sugar. So things that are really good at not really spiking your blood sugar is stevia and monk fruit. So I will stock up on monk fruit and stevia, okay? Not even agave. Agave actually has been shown to spike your blood sugar as well. So even some of the better alternatives, it spikes your blood sugar, which is fine. It's not like we have blood sugar spikes all throughout the day, but I really just want to get my palate back to being comfortable with bitterness. All right. And what it does is it bleeds over into other areas as well. Like if I can be disciplined about what I put in my body, I can pretty much be disciplined about anything else that I have going on in my life. So when it comes to business, when it comes to, you know, doing my online stuff, when it comes to dealing with people in real life, like if I'm able to be disciplined with myself and tell myself no, then I literally, it's like cake when it comes to other areas of my life. So that's like another thing as well. And then going into my birthday, I just always like to feel really refreshed. So I'll be eating a lot of plants, you know, fruits, vegetables, legumes, nuts, and I'll try to stay away from the sugary fruits. So I'll just be doing berries, blackberries. I might have some raspberries here and there, but pretty much just berries. I won't be having any mango, any, yeah, I won't even be doing watermelon. What I'll do is I'll have cucumber to kind of get like some of my, it's really good when you get your water from your food. So I'll be doing cucumber, celery, things like that. I won't be doing any watermelon. I won't be doing any, I won't even be doing any apples, like anything that is just like a more sugary fruit. I love fruits. I am the number one person to advocate for fruit. I just don't understand why that would ever be a food group that we would cut out. It's like literally in the Garden of Eden. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand why that even exists, but you know, to each their own. So I'll be doing fruits, vegetables, nuts. So plain nuts, right? Not nuts with salt or nuts with a sugar coating on it. It'll just be straight raw nuts. Of course, water. So it'll just be water, just be decaf, just be any kind of tea with no caffeine in it. Because sometimes like you can get teas and they're caffeinated, like even green tea, right? So I'm an advocate for green tea. That's how I was able to lose a lot of weight actually years ago. My 30 pounds, never gained it back. But again, I'm just trying to get rid of like the caffeine type of feeling. I don't feel like I'm getting addicted to it again like I was when I was in my 20s, but I can definitely feel that I do wake up and like search for it. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I know what that means. I need to scale it back. See, what else do I do? Of course, my workouts are going to be the same. What I think I'm going to try to do is I want to start doing like sprints on the treadmill, or getting on the Stairmaster. So I'll do my normal workout. So like right now I'm going to go work out for an hour, and then in the evening time do just a 10 to 15 minute really quick like sprint, just to kind of get like that extra layer off. I actually was able to maintain my weight the entire holiday season, which that's mainly what I wanted to do. Well, I actually lost 3 pounds. But I wanted to lose it and then also maintain it. So that was really cool. So now I would like to continue on the body recomposition. So if you want to do that with me, you know, if you want to kick it up a notch for January, you're just going to feel really good. Like if anything, it just feels good to kind of like reset the tone, get back into being highly disciplined, getting kind of like the sugar slough off. Like I've been doing every morning, and I'm probably going to do it after I work out, to be honest, because I'm starting January 1st. So I still have 2 days left. Every morning with my coffee, I've been doing 2 pieces of dark cacao, anywhere from 80 to 90%. It's a better option, but it still has sugar in it. So I won't be doing that treat with my coffee anymore for January. And then I'll tell you how I ease back in February. But yeah, I'm doing a hard reset. And what you'll see too, it'll clear up your skin. So if you have any skin issues, or you feel like inflamed in your face from the holiday season, you'll get that layer off of your body and off of your face. Okay, so inflammation, it'll reduce that. It'll help you out with your digestion. So just eating lighter. What I want to encourage anyone that is a meat eater, I am not a medical professional to tell anybody not to eat meat, but if you do want to do this challenge with me, I want to encourage you to either eat less meat or have one day during the week where you just don't eat any meat at all. Like you just have beans in place of the meat, just for one day a week. Or if you're used to eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner with some kind of animal product, then for one meal of your day, just have it where there's no animal product in it. Okay? So I would just really highly encourage you to do that, especially if you're somebody that eats a lot of steak. Try to reduce the steak, and it's just to help with your digestion. We don't realize how eating these heavier meats, it just gets stuck in your gut. Like it just does. And people think like, okay, well, this is how I know. Like I'm not a medical professional, so this is all for entertainment purposes. But the fact that I am still the weight, like I'm able to be the weight. Now I haven't hit my high school weight, which I don't even want to. I think I was like it was a healthy 117 pounds. Like my body was different, right? I don't even want to be that tiny. But the fact that I'm able to be in the 130 range at 5'7", that tells me that you don't have to gain 3 to 5 pounds every year. Because I think the doctors, like, they kind of make it normalized. Like, okay, well, as you age, just be prepared to gain 2 to 5 pounds every year. It's just part of being older. And it's just not true. Like, I actually lost 30 pounds and I never gained it back. So don't listen to like the broadcasted information. Do your own research. And if you have your own certain body goals, then tap in with that. So I listen to a lot of women that are in their 50s that have the kind of bodies that I aspire to have, shredded, tight, a lot of lean muscle, and they're just like able to do the splits. They're able to, you know, jump around. They're able to do burpees. They're able to do all these things that people do in their 20s. Honestly, these days, people don't even do them in their 20s, but that's another conversation. So that's who I listen to, okay? So based on them, and I'm literally seeing the results of these women. I watch, I don't know her last name, but one of the ones that I watch a lot, she's in her 50s. She's actually headed for her 60s. I think she's like in her late 50s now, but I think her name it's Mel. It's Mel something. If you type her in, Mel 50 and up fitness, she'll come right up. It's either Melanie or Mel. So I watch her. Okay. And then there's just like, I just type in women, fit women in their 50s, and just different women come up, and they all say the same things. And unfortunately, women that are 50 and up is a very underserved group of individuals, because it's on a macro level, they're already saying you hit the wall at 35. Okay, so 50, you're just pretty much in the coffin. Like 50, you're halfway in the coffin. It, like, sadly, the way that society makes it seem. And no, you're actually, in the bigger scheme of life, you're actually still young. Okay, so a lot of these women in their 50s are showing that, like, they're even healthier than they were in their 20s and 30s. So they talk a lot about hormones. They talk about specific kinds of workouts, your sleep schedule, the types of food you need to be eating. You have to really pay attention to your digestion. So if you're somebody that you find that you have been gaining just a little bit every year, you're going to need to scale it back on, like, you basically need to start to refocus and think about eating for your digestion as opposed to eating just for pleasure. And I know that it's kind of a hard pill to swallow, but it's just part of life. And if you want to live a very fruitful, radiant, vibrant 50s, 60s, and 70s, and really max out on that time period of your life when you've worked so hard your whole life, and then you don't have energy when you're older to even enjoy, right? So we're optimizing for that now. Okay, so I find that I haven't done that, oh, just every year you're just supposed expect it, like you should gain the, no. I'm gonna be heading into the last year of my 30s. In February 2nd, I will be the last year of my 30s. I have not gained an extra 2 to 5 pounds a year. If that was the case, then I would be 100, like in my 100 and, I'd be like around 160, 170 pounds, which again, for my height, I think I would technically still not be in the obese range. So there's several women that are actually 5'7" that are 160, 170. As long as your levels are fine, you can still be healthy. But if you're someone that, let's just keep it real, you want to up level, like I want to be able to run. I don't want to just be able to sustain and be fine. I want to be able to run. I want to be able to hike. I want to be able to explore places in the world and not be like, oh, I can't, my knees, my back, my spine, my neck, like my shoulder, I can't, like, I don't want to do none of that. And people that are my age are already talking about that. Like, they're already saying that kind of stuff at my age, in their late 30s. And I'm like, no. But unfortunately, society makes it seem like that's what's supposed to happen, and it's not. Like, we just have to take control of what we can control, which is what we put in our mouth and moving our body. It's really easy. Another thing, I listen to a lot, and a lot of you guys that have tapped in with me for a while, you guys are on the same wavelength as me as far as like listening to nutrition content, listening to just like content about health. I've arguably went to a university at this point. In the last 10 years, I've watched, I feel like, hundreds of thousands of hours of podcasts, contents, doctors. Like, I just love it. It's my hobby. Some people like to play video games. I like to watch health videos. Like, that's just my thing. It's entertaining to me. So it's so sad that we have to convince people that the best way to be healthy as an adult is to eat fruits and vegetables. Like, you can listen to tons of research papers, tons of PhDs, tons of Harvard medical, tons of elite, tons of Nobel Peace Prize, and when you listen to all of them, all they're really doing is literally proving that eating fruits and vegetables is good for you. Like, essentially, at the end of the day, that's what it is. And it's really crazy that we have to have all this medical backed Harvard science to convince a human being to eat your dark leafy greens, to eat your fruits, to make sure to have good herbs in your diet, to make sure to have 30 different variations of fruits and of vegetables in your diet every day. And by the way, it's easier than you think. Like, if you do like a broth, like you could do a vegetable broth, or if you eat meat, you could do a bone broth, and then just put in a bunch of herbs and spices with lemon and just drink that, and that you could get in like 7 or 8 different herbs and spices, or yeah, 7 or 8 different herbs and spices that you don't usually get into your diet, because sometimes it can feel overwhelming, right? Like, man, I don't want to have to, like, who has time to have 30 different variations of greens, right? But you can literally just whip up a soup, whip up like just a nice, you could even put it in a cup like this, just in a mug, and just drink it. And you could still eat how you eat, but just drink that on the side, and then boom, that's like 30% down, right? Okay. It's just like, all right, I have about 5 minutes. Okay, so I feel like I'm really crooked. I did not do a good parking job, but it's fine, there's room. Okay. So if there was any questions or anything, go ahead and repeat them, please. Let's see, Brock. Thank you for the compliment. I really appreciate it. Also, if you're resonating with the content, if you're tapping in with me, make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe. Soup, smoothies are, yeah, exactly. The housing vlog, exactly. And also, everybody, welcome in. Everyone that I didn't get to say hi to earlier in the chat. Hello, welcome. Happy Sunday. And we're not playing around this year. Like, if you want to, there's an awakening, a beast that's awakened in me. If you want to tap in with my energy and you need a motivator and inspirer, like a big sister to help you along the journey, I'm going hard in 2025. Like, I've already been going hard the last 2 to 3 years, but I felt like that was training for this level of hard that I'm about to be on. So y'all are going to want to, like, jump in the boat, and so we could hit these waves, because I'm going to be hitting the waves hard this year. Okay, so you're going to want to make sure to subscribe and tap in with me. And this is the thing with my ebook, it's such a simple ebook that it can seem like, okay, well, that's it. But it's the combination of the 4 pillars. That's what I've done in my ebook. If anyone's interested, it's down in the description. Literally, and I'm going to do a whole video on it, like a 10-minute quick video, just a deep dive. When you combine the 4 pillars that I've been doing the last 10 years of my life, and I've never gained the weight back, okay? People think I'm 28, 29 all the time, 30. People think I'm 30 all the time. It's because of the pillars that I do, and I combine them, okay? So, and I'll just tap in with one of them. So when you combine like these certain workouts that I've always been doing, which I learned from a master trainer, I didn't know that you can get your bang for your buck with certain workouts. And I also, from researching so many women that are in that underserved category, and they're kind of all these PhD women that are 50 and up are banding together and doing all these research papers. So I got with my master trainer. I've been studying all these PhDs for women 50 and up, okay, and women that have implemented. And there's certain workouts that you can do that you get the most bang for your buck, okay? If you only have 15 minutes to work out, 20 minutes to work out, okay, and you combine it with certain type of eating, and of course drinking water, right? Like, it's crazy how much we know that, but we just don't do it. Like, let's just be honest. I have my water right here. I know y'all are not drinking enough water. I just know it. Is that a judgment? Yes. The Bible says you can judge righteously. I'm saying it because I'm a big sister and I love you guys and I want you guys to actually get better. Let's be real. You're probably only drinking about 50% of the right amount of water that you need to be doing. You know what's so funny? You said from Sierra Leone, West Africa. I love you so much, but due to some financial issues, can't afford watching your videos all the time. I really love you. I mean, your person. Oh, thank you so much. So my paternal side of, so I'm half black, half Punjabi. So on my paternal grandmother or my maternal grandmother we're from Sierra Leone. Like when we tracked our African ancestry through my grandma, we're from Sierra Leone. We want to visit there one day. And then through my grandfather, so my mom's dad, we are Burkina Faso, I think it's called. Yeah, Burkina Faso. So really, really cool. Hey, Ciana, what's the details for January challenge? So what I'm going to do is, let me know if you guys would want me to do this, and I'll put it as a downloadable in the description. I'm going to list out, it'll probably be like 50 things. It'll be like 50 things. Looking up fit women over 50 is something I never thought of. Yeah, like it is literally, I'm telling you, the stuff that I do, I implement what they started at 47. So what happened is a lot of these women, like, okay, what happens is when you're in your 20s, your 30s, you can kind of get away with doing what you want with your eating and your movement, right? And then you hit your 40s, things are not hitting the same, right? Then you're hitting your late 40s. And then that's when a lot of these women are like, I feel crazy. When I look in the mirror, I just don't feel like I'm looking at the same human being I've known for years, like all this stuff, right? So then they massively like go hard at doing all these other things and they're looking fabulous at 57, 56, right? So I'm doing the cheat way and I'm just listening to them now instead of having to hit 40, like, because right now I could just kind of eat what I wouldn't have looked any different if I had cake every day, if I had, pasta every day. I probably might have looked like a little puffier or whatever, but I wouldn't have looked vastly different. I could probably do what I want until about 45. I'm just predicting. I'm doing it now, so that way I'm looking like Halle Berry at 55. Like that's my goals. I want to look like Halle Berry. Well, I want to look like her now. Like that's like, I want to have that type of, like, she's like doing kickboxing. She's doing taekwondo. She's doing backflips. Like she's doing all this kind of stuff. Like, yeah, I literally want to look like Halle Berry. Like I'm not even, like I want to look like Ciana Singh, but like the fact that Halle Berry looks how she does, I don't care that she's rich. Like it just shows that it's possible if you try. And then a lot of the women that I look at, they have Halle Berry's body as well, but they're not Halle Berry famous, but they have Halle Berry's body. It's just like you do have to go hard, but I'm not gonna say, again, I'm trying to practice not saying hard. You do have to be up for the challenge, but we all are. Like we're smart enough. We have the, like, we have what it takes. Like we can do this, Okay, I'll create a downloadable, and I'll probably have that available on January 1st, and we'll just be diving into it. But if you when I post this, because I'm about to leave in a second and go into this fitness class, when I post the video, you'll be able to just rewatch it, and then you'll get to hear what I listed off already. But it's going to be more than that. It's going to be more than what I listed off. So I'm going hard because I want to feel really good going into the last year of my 30s. And I just love doing this reset. I feel really good in my body. I feel like I'm charged up. And I kind of feel like the sugar, like I'm a recovering sugaraholic. Like I'm not even kidding, like literally. And I kind of feel like that's getting, like the sleeping sugar bear is like starting to wake up, because I've been having like chocolate here, I've been having, like, I had pistachio whipped cream on top of this that I already licked off. Okay. Me and my uncle slaughtered off a bunch of like Hershey Kisses together. Like You know, me and my mom smacked off like, you know, like I just been doing, and that's what holiday season is, right? It's comfort food. It's when you vibe with your family. That's how it's supposed to be. But I can feel it. I'm like, oh, yeah, I need to reset. I feel so different with just doing my little skincare and walking for the last 2 weeks. Ooh. So wait, Hallie, do you have an actual goal, or it's just like, you're just going to keep going and land wherever you land? Like, are you like, oh, I really want to like lose a certain amount of weight, or just like, what's your game plan? My outfit is just like these leggings that I have every color. I have like 30 pair of these in like every single color, and I have duplicates. So it's these, and then my top, it's a sports bra. You could actually, this is actually a sports bra, but you can wear it as like a going out top. But I have now is my appetite seems lower. It's hard to figure out what to eat. Well, that might be a good thing. I mean, if you have the energy to walk, okay, if you have the energy to walk and your appetite's lower, I mean, I think that might be, I don't think that's a bad thing. I mean, is that bad for me to say? I think that might be a good thing. I want to lose 50 pounds, although I probably only need to do, okay, well, go for the 50. Head for the 50. You're guaranteed to land at the 30. I just want to see how far, boom, let's do it. Look, if my mom can lose 40 to 50 pounds in her 60s, we all don't have no excuse. No excuse. Okay, I can go on forever. I'm going to go ahead and pop into this fitness class. And I may be on later, actually, because I am going to go to a cafe today and work. So I may pop on for another 30 minutes, and we can go deeper into this. Maybe I might whip out the downloadable while I'm on the live with you guys. I don't know. We'll see. But you can do it. We're all encouraged. Yes, we're all encouraging you, Hallie. You can do it. I mean, you already walking pad, food changes. Like, you're already on point with your skincare. It's like, literally, it's just a matter of time. That's it. It's just a consistency. All right, guys. I'll tap in later. Bye.